It was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Kaurava system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium. After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planet of Kaurava, bent only on domination and victory. 3 races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Kaurava II, which the Guard had never successfully put down, and the Necron, who had slept undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Kaurava III. Where the Chaos Marines came from, or how, none can say. Did the Warp Storm bring them, or did they bring the Warp Storm? Both appeared suddenly on Kaurava IV, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Kaurava. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers, descended on Kaurava II, planning to finally cleanse the system, both of the troublesome Orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the Warp Storm, and in so doing, expand their territory's border. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Kaurava III, the Necrons, perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the Warp Storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries. Meanwhile, in the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and zealous in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Kaurava.
Good, she comes.
Sisters, the living holy saint of the Emperor, Saint Anias, scourge of heretics. Now, in the name of the Emperor!
Good.
There, it is done. May the Emperor's blessing carry us on to victory, sisters!
We thank you, honored martyr.
So... it is true then, these blessed shrines will confer invincibility?
Indeed, within each shrine lies a true and sacred relic of the ecclesiarchy. Now that the edifices have been blessed by a living saint, they confer upon her the inviolable aura, as scribed and fervently mastered by the great ecclesiarch Jonasiah Vuonis.
And wherever she goes, no harm may befall us?
Precisely. Neither our persons nor our belongings.
One pure bright candle amidst a sea of filth and darkness!
That is well said, Canoness. This is a tainted system. It may, in fact, be irredeemable.
Then we shall purge it with fire. I have yet to find a cinder that was not faithful in its praise of the Emperor. All is made ready? Yes, mistress. Good. These would-be conquerors shall have a taste of our fire and faith. The Emperor will punish them through us.
A true servant never yields to doubt. Reporting for duty, sir! Victory is
Steel
assured!
yourself, my sisters. The time
Standing
of
by for
battle
orders,
draws
sir.
near!
Power node, aye. Taking the target, sir.
Enemy spotted! What are your orders?
Orders received and understood.
Target hits!
Spotted a place not far off in the direction that this attack came from.
A challenge worthy of my skill.
We're under fire!
Standing by for orders, sir.
They think themselves mighty, but our devotion
I am on
grants
it.
us strength beyond the scope of mortal arms. My sisters! Do not falter! Do not blink until the enemy are
I already
cinders!
know what you
Cinders
want.
and ash!
What's the mission parameters, sir?
Is upon us!
Platoon commander here. All units, open fire! I cannot ask the men things I will not do myself. Platoon commander here. How much longer like this, you think?
What do you require? I already know what you want!
Just give us a target. Focus fire, soldiers!
I already know what you want! What do you require?
Platoon commander here.
My mind bears a great
know it.
pain!
I was a white shield in my teens.
Heavy weapons on the field. Special weapons. Very.
On the way!
Retreat to our defensive positions! Go!
Assault the firepower. All like that, we'll be ready for anything.
Sergeant, have the men check their boots first. I don't want blistered feet.
Boss receiving.
Let's do it! Get in there! Get in there!
Let's try that again, shall we?
Attacking.
What's the mission parameter, sir?
On my mark! Line them up!
Big guns ready to fire. Guns ready to fire.
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
Orders, sir.
Sergeant, have the men check their boots first.
Look out!
I don't want blistered feet.
Ready for this fight to be over.
What's the mission parameter, sir? Hit him with all you've got!
Canadians are always ready.
Box operator engaged. Assistance required.
Only the faithful shall win the day.
Awaiting instructions.
Damn it! Fall back! No! Sergeant, take your column over there. I'll cover you here.
Marking targets on grid 3, 6, 7, 8.
Retreat! Hell, I just got here. What's the mission parameter, sir?
It will be my honor. That way lies victory.
I cannot ask the men things I will not do myself. Platoon commander here. Keep their heads down.
Broadcast codes ready. Flying perimeter change to net.
Standing ready. A true servant never yields to doubt.
Marking targets on grid 3, 6, 7, 8.
Standing by for orders.
And lo! Those who stand against
Number
the
of
Emperor's
campaigns
will
served?
shall ever fall,
Sir,
and they shall ever
I was
fail.
a white shield in my team.
By his faithful they shall be crushed. They shall be burned and surely cast into the pits of horrid void.
Where do you need me? Rolling.
Heavy mortar is ready.
Present and accounted for, sir.
Where is his will needed?
It will be my honor.
Where do you need me? These shells loaded.
We're under fire! Reporting for duty, sir. Is it honor to serve the Imperial, sir? Guides all.
No worries, mate. We'll handle this.
I want the commander.
Spinning track.
Dispatch the assassins. Immediately!
Eager for action, sir. Hustle up! 1, 2, 1, 2. Fire into our sights. He's every soldier for himself. Believe it, you will have it. You shall have your prize. Time to strike back hard. It will be my
Production facilities, they'll shoot everything we've got out of the air.
Need something level.
Jump to!
As soon
1, 2, 1, 2! Shall I get started?
Let's show him who's boss.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
The machine spirits are willing.
Form out the engine mode.
And lo! Those who stand against the Emperor's will shall ever falter, and they shall ever fail. By his faithful they shall be crushed. They shall be burned, and
Where
surely
is his will
cast into the
needed?
pits of horrid void.
On my soul it shall be done. I will not fail.
I hear the machine spirit's voice. I will ease the machine's pain.
Awaiting instructions.
The hand of the Emperor
strike at
guides
our
all.
convents. Well, we are not
There's a
yet
seizure
short of
at
the
your
faithful
service.
and ready for
Where do you
battle.
need me? Aim. Fire.
New call, sir.
Bring me to the wounded.
It is my duty to
Bring
serve.
me to the wounded.
For every one of us who falls, 10 more will
Give
take
me
his
a building
place.
theater.
Taking hits! Sees. Hold the arm.
Wounds or not, our lord is in place. Wounds or not, our lord is in place.
Relocate.
Who requires medical attention? Wounds or not, our lord is in place.
I think I know this bastard called, sir.
Will only take
Every soldier for himself!
require some time.
Standing ready. New call, There's sir. Too many of them!
I am on it.
Need something level.
Shall I get started? Of course I'll help. Time to strike back hard.
Thank you, machine spirit, for our safe arrival.
Be the guide and shield of our sacred tanks.
Flashing protocols online. Initiating infiltration.
Yes, of course I'll help. Shall I get started? It will be my honor.
Channel secure.
If such is the Emperor's will. For the glory of the Imperial. Shall I get started?
Marauder bomber.
Barbarian Guard, reporting.
Mechanicus is horse praised.
Full of faith, we march. From convent to convent,
Let's get
our
on.
numbers grow, and so
call for an
our
airstrike.
might.
At your service. Deploying.
to my ears, son.
We can't keep going
Give
like
my
this.
life if it's the
Retreat!
last.
Die now so I can kill your friends next!
At your service. Orders acknowledged. Acknowledged. Ready to
The
go
king
on,
is
pilot.
what you need. Your death will honor you.
Where's
You
our
must
service?
be allowed in a future civilization. The king is what you need. Your death will honor you.
Son. You caught, son. You caught, son. Eager for action. Some time to strike. Eager for action, son. Eager for action, son. You caught, son.
I am honored that you require my skills. A challenge worthy of my skill.
Eager for action, son. Where's our fire support?
Engaging target. Bombardier. Ready to payload. Input message. Maintaining network signal. Give me a building there. Aim. Fire. Planning track. Awaiting instruction.
Parameters, sir.
Give us a target. This ammo's heavy. Look out! Here he comes!
Shows loyalty.
Broadcast subject, sir.
Cowards, standing back. Come on, let's go. Keep up with me.
Do you know what you ask?
Who requires medical attention?
Take it at all costs!
I'm here. Where the troops seated. I always seem to break my toys as a kid.
Everyone, fan out! Don't stick together! Sergeant, take your column over there. I'll cover you here.
Give me a building there. Standing by. I see him. Let's take him out. I see him. Let's take him out. Come on. Give it to him.
Standing ready. Spare none in your fury.
Weapons free. Warrior rage.
Spare none in your fury. Into the fray. Attack.
This gonna get hot.
The Adeptus Auroritus
This gonna get hot.
Let's see if we can take it out.
It will be my turn. Drive them back. No quarter. Standing ready. Blasting blood.
Come on. Give it to him. Bring the guns forward. We have a fight to win.
hesitation.
To the crusade and death to the enemy!
Warhammer, king of the skies.
Grifonino, the Emperor protects. Moving down immediately.
Taking hits!
What's that command? Fine with us. We got this handled.
Not a better spot.
I'll lead the men to hell and back. Alive at that.
It's a done deal. Let's have a stab at her. So we're pumping tanks or what?
Keep your eyes peeled and your weapons ready.
Be fine,
I cannot ask the men things I will not do myself.
Give me a building to shatter.
Then, these blessed shrines will confer invincibility. And wherever she goes, no harm may befall us?
Precisely. Neither our persons nor our belongings.
Understood. A true servant never moves without you. Understood. That way lies victory. Spare none in your fury.
Shoot him down.
Understood. Understood. A true servant.
Target commander. We have no weakness.
Mission details.
Bravo 6, be advised. They started the bombardment early. Get the hell out of there now.
What's the status?
We're standing by here.
Send us the Finkelman.
Solid copy. Stand by.
Infidels.
Standing by for orders.
Our foes have shattered 2 of the shrines. We must defend the remaining 2 to our last pious breaths.
The Emperor speaks to these guns. Advancing now.
Avatar 1, give me a sit rep, over.
Where do you need me? Let's move.
Let's show them who's Relocate.
Ready and willing, sir.
would rather die a holy martyr in a field of flame than lay down her arms. Exalted and luminous saint, I beg you, fight by our side. Together we will fight.
Ready and willing, sir.
And by
Heavy
the
weapons on the move.
Emperor's
We'll get there as fast as we
will
can.
triumph.
Heavy weapons on the move. Moving to new firing position. Big guns ready to fire. Relocate. Ready and willing, sir.
Ready, sir. Command me, and these guns will sing the mightiest. With this magna cannon, we are ready to eliminate their best. Let's go.
Where do you want us,
Shall not
sir?
set foot here in the Emperor's name!
Where do you want us, sir? Big guns ready to fire.
My quest continues.
On my mark, move!
They ain't getting past us. Call it. Call it.
Peace breaks confirmed. Combat.
Radio is on.
Condition 1 is
That all you
Be on your guard. We're in hostile territory. There, only the best survive. Hell was just the beginning. I don't remember their faces anymore. Their screams. They're unforgettable.
The hand of the Emperor guides you. On my shoulder shall we go.
up fire. Wanna go for an airstrike?
We are forsaken.
Drive them back! No quarter!
And yet we must fight! Sisters, we must fight and go in glory! Sisters, we must go as martyrs! We must go in flames! In flames!
When the Sisters of Battle arrived in the Kaurava system, General Stubbs knew there was only one way he and his guardsmen would make it through alive. No victory or act of penitence could clear them from suspicion by the reckoning of those ecclesiarchal zealots. Knowing that he had done no wrong and unwilling to submit to inquisitorial reconditioning, the general prepared for battle. At first, Stubbs had hoped that the enemies of the Imperium would spare him the unwelcome task of pitting his men against the feared and dreaded Sisters of Battle. Unfortunately, Stubbs did not feel he had the luxury of waiting for mutual enemies to do his dirty work. He resolved on a bold and desperate move to attack the Sisters of Battle's headquarters directly before they could come to him. With the advantage of surprise on their side, the 252nd Regiment, although weak of will and faith, showed themselves stronger in arms and armor than the pious Sisters of Battle. This extraordinary feat surprised even General Stubbs, and on congratulating his troops afterwards, he remarked that it was certain proof that the Emperor had willed the Imperial Guard to hold dominion over the Kaurava system.